Hello and welcome inside the Digital Center. It is Friday afternoon. All smiles again as we get ready for the weekend preview over the course of the next half hour. We'll touch on all kinds of events all over the region, give you an idea of setting up your weekend schedule to try to get out and enjoy some of the events and festivals going on. The festival season certainly picking up with every week. I'm Casey Marlar alongside Murray Lee, who's producing the program today,
Ab-
and Chief Meteorologist Mark Reynolds
Listen, you
gets
got
us
a
started.
smile out of Murray, which is,
That's
that's something right there.
we're just getting started, but Murray's about two-thirds of the way through his day. So
Yeah,
when he says it's the weekend, it's the weekend.
yeah,
We're just kind of going
I'm
through the
on home
motions.
stretch. You guys just
That's
got
right.
here.
That's right. That's right. We're barely getting this bird off the ground. Before we get started with the events, first of all, let's check in with the weather. Mark
Yeah,
Reynolds has a look at it. Nice, really, all day today, but that could change here tonight and into the weekend.
yeah, we're already seeing a change. We've had showers around. We need the moisture, and Jared and I were talking a minute ago because Jared's like, "Why don't we ever get rain? It's coming though." And you're looking here just outside of Mountain City. Look at that. You can see the showers off in the distance there. And unfortunately, some of these rain and thunderstorms that develop now from now till 8 o'clock could contain some gusty winds and some hail. So be careful of that. You're looking at that view there at Mountain City. Let's change cameras, show you what's going on as we look down from Buffalo Mountain. And again, we have a lot of clouds in play. We're going to hold on to that chance of these showers and thunderstorms. And again, the rainfall will be heavy at times. So heads up on that. All right, take a look. We'll show you the radar because we have had some special warnings here for some stronger storms now coming up to Jonesville in Virginia, also into parts of Hawkins County and into Greene County. Be on the lookout because that cluster of thunderstorms will have the potential of producing some small hail, some gusty winds. Look at the showers blowing up. If you joined us yesterday, Casey, we talked about this 2 to 4 o'clock. Here they go. And we'll give you a better radar. We're going to zoom in now just a little bit closer towards East Tennessee first. And as we do so, that may be it. I think I've got that in a different show. So you're fine. So there's where we're looking at the showers and thunderstorms. Again, the red just south of Jonesville, very heavy showers, also into Johnson County. So we're going to find these showers and thunderstorms, gusty winds, heavy rainfall, small hail through about 8 o'clock. We'll keep rain overnight into tomorrow. But the good news is we're going to clear out by the afternoon. Right now, here's your forecast over that low 58, that 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, I think the shower and thunderstorm activity early in the morning through the early afternoon. Macy's some afternoon clearing. I think we'll see a nice sunset. And for race fans, look at this. If you're going to Talladega, I know you're going to be down there, Casey.
I wish I was going to be down there. You can feel the party atmosphere all the way
You can
up
have
here.
Mocha Drive. I mean, he gets you there fast.
Yeah,
We got to get that into the trackside budget for Terry and John.
Look at that, though. High temperatures around 8 and 82, so that's not too bad. And they're going to slowly clear out as well. So, our 7 day forecast. So you got to enjoy your Sunday because on Monday, slight chance of a shower. Otherwise, we'll see rain chances start to pick up again by the middle and end of next week. Next week, though, we may go into more of a severe weather pattern across the Tennessee Valley once again. We haven't seen that for a few weeks. Everything's been out in the Midwest. I think that starts shifting eastward into Tennessee by the middle of next week as well.
going to be pretty nice if we just make it through this round of showers.
Yeah,
Certainly
bad.
something to keep an eye on. Really nice here for parts of the weekend. Sunday.
And 40s for overnight lows. And I know, Casey, you put the plants out on the blacktop. That's good for you.
Yes,
So
the,
you
the
don't
plants
really-
are out on the blacktop, but not in the garden.
So you don't have to worry right now about, we always say wait till Mother's Day. I see a little bit of a cool down maybe early May, but I doubt we will have teens. So you're pretty good. I mean, right now it looks like mild temperatures continue right through early next week.
You bring up that conversation you had with Jared about does it ever rain here? I'll take you back, just got here spring of 2004, and I had never seen so much rain in my life when I got here. It was literally, I felt like I moved to the Northwest. So we do have some springs that
Let me tell you,
they're
when
going
I
to be pretty
moved here
consistent.
years ago, when I moved here, we never hit 90 the first summer I was here. It rained almost every day.
So, you never know what
So,
you're going to get. That's what
stay-
keeps you on your toes.
Look at Murray's face. He doesn't like that. Murray wants to get outside and enjoy the heat.
That's right.
I want to go fishing, man.
There you go.
That's what I'm trying to
See?
do. Yeah, and yeah, the heat comes with that. Every time, sometimes you guys come in, you and Jeremy, and sometimes Jared and Alex, you guys will all come in, you'll start throwing around words like, oh, it's going to be perfect or picturesque. And you guys are talking about the 70s. I need you to bump it up about 15, 20
You want the
degrees.
85
I want the
ish
90s, man.
90s.
I love it. I'm a
See,
lizard.
Summertime hot.
you can see Murray just sitting out there on the bank,
No doubt
fishing,
about
just
it.
enjoy life. You know, my
Just
mom used to
fishing
fish. Yeah.
in the sun. It's coming, Murray. Be
Yeah.
patient.
Give it time.
Be
I mean,
patient.
it's only April, Murray. Then they'll be complaining it's too hot.
That's right. I don't think so, Murray.
No, I don't
once
think
you get to
no
July,
one.
I don't think he'll.
I don't think anyone's ever heard me complain about it being too hot. I don't even turn the AC on in my car for a little bit when
There
I
you
get
go.
it it's warm. I'll sit in there. It's like a nice little blanket around me. It
You know,
feels good.
Casey creates his own when he gets in the truck. Windows down. He just has
Yeah, I have to create my
There
own
you
by
go.
turning the windows down. That's right. Old Big Blue, man.
That's it.
That thing, the family always talking about all their bells and whistles on their cars. They're like, why don't you use your backup camera? I said, because I don't have one. I never see a backup camera. All you fancy cars.
It's great stuff.
All right, man.
All right.
Always great to catch up with you, Mark.
Yep.
Have a
Good
great
weekend.
weekend.
All right, you
Yes,
too.
sir. Thanks for everything.
Yep.
We're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, we will start running them down, a list of the events happening in and around the Tri-Cities as we get set for yet another weekend preview. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are watching the weekend preview here on WJHL Plus. As every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern, we run down a list of events that are happening in and around the Tri-Cities, and we say it every week. This week, no exception. As we get deeper into spring and into summer, more and more events happening, more festivals, more street parties, more reasons to get out and about and enjoy everything that is Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. I'm Casey Marler alongside Murray Lee on this Friday afternoon. Sarah taking the day off.
How dare she?
I know, got a little softball in her evening plans tonight. So hopefully, I didn't want to bring this up with Mark around. The rain will stay away so they can enjoy their
you saying that
big game tonight.
I've worked with you and Sarah for 6 years now. It has never. There's so many missed possibilities we've got in terms of jokes. With her last name being Diamond and both of her kids being like just absolute dominant.
It has, yeah. It does not fall on deaf ears out at the ball field. I can assure you. Yes,
the Diamonds rule the Diamond.
The Diamonds do rule the Diamond.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. So, well, let's run down. Let's start in Greene County, a yearly event. The Greene County Greenville Public Library book sale starts today, runs through Sunday, but that's only the beginning because this is a several weeks where you get in, you get the best choices here on the first week, and then you get into next week, it's half price. And the week after that, we're looking at May 9th and May 10th. They are really just $3 for a bag. So if you want the best choice, pay a little more this weekend. It is at 163 Eden Road in Greenville, and a great chance to get out, get your hands on some books, keep your reading up, and help the library as well. It is the Greene County Public Library book sale. You see all the details right there. Begins today, runs for a couple of weeks, and all day on Friday, Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday. And you see the times the next 2 weekends as well. Good way to kick things off with, especially on a rainy weekend. You need a nice book to
it's the best time to go in and be reading. Of course, I don't know. I think I'm still chugging along on the last book I started.
Okay.
I think we read a lot during the day.
We do. We read all day. When I give presentations, you see a half hour, but what you don't see is reading and writing. I mean, we still work 8 hours. We're on a half hour, an hour. That means the other 7 hours is really reading and writing. No doubt about that.
I mean, I absolutely wish I did read more in my off time, though. I mean, I do. I enjoy a good bit. I probably get through about 5 or 6 books a year.
So I'm not quite that high. I do most of my reading from 2:30 to 11:30, Monday through Friday. But I do watch the movies.
Yeah,
so
you're getting some level of it.
That's exactly. So I know the basic storyline, and I'm used to the. Yeah, it's nothing like the book. I said, well, you'll have to tell me. A good event out there in Greenville, Greene County, for a good cause as well. Washington County, Virginia Community Health Fair Also, this is today and tomorrow from 9 to 4 at the Washington County, Virginia 4-H Center. That's 2536 Hillman Highway in Abingdon. That's the Washington County, Virginia Community Health Fair there. So a good chance to get out there in Southwest Virginia. The Health Wagon collaborating with the School of Health and Sciences at Emory and Henry University to put this on. It takes place, as I mentioned, today and tomorrow, and absolutely free, no questions asked. Health Wagon will be there and providing some vision screenings and some other services, physicals. If you need to get a physical, ultrasounds, oral cancer screenings, free reading glasses, back to reading, cardiovascular, stroke screening, all kinds of services. I could list them on and on. Get on our website, WJHL.com, weekend events, and find out exactly what there is to offer. Perhaps some services that you've needed, that you've put off. They're providing them there in Abingdon absolutely free. So get out there. X-rays, chest X-rays, skin cancer screenings. The list goes on and on of what they do. The Health Wagon is just such an incredible resource in our region for keeping people healthy and well, and another great opportunity tomorrow in Abingdon. Back in Tennessee, the Carter County benefit concert featuring the Knoxville Christian Arts Ministry. I know this caught your eye,
Yeah, this
Murray.
one sounds great. We actually we had these folks come on from NoxCam Christian Arts Ministry to kind of preview this, and so yeah, this will be totally free. It is ticketed, but tickets are free. And this is over at Elizabethton High School on Saturday, so tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. And all of the money raised during this or donated will all go towards flood recovery efforts in Carter County. And Carter County, had so many big impacts from Helene, and it'll definitely be a good one for them to be able to. Hopefully, people go out, have a good time, enjoy some music, and then can give back to their own community. So again, that's at 6:30 tomorrow night at Elizabethton High School, and it's going to go towards long-term recovery in the county. And there's if you want to actually get some more information on that, you can head over to WJHL.com. You can watch their full interview that they had on the First at 4 with Ansley Daniel. They'll talk about the organizers will give a little more insight into what all everyone can expect, but try to make some plans to get out there and enjoy that with your family and support some flood recovery.
Timely as well. Sunday marks 7 months. Hard to believe it's been 7 months since
7 months.
Hurricane Helene and the flooding and the damage and destruction that took place in our region. On the top of mind again, we said that day, we say here 7 months later, it's a marathon, not a sprint. And we continue to generate resources for families in need and businesses in need. And the next great opportunity, a fun, family-friendly event, the Carter County Benefit Concert featuring the Knoxville Christian Arts Ministry. That's tomorrow, as Marie said, at 6:30. Steel Creek Park Trash Bash. Time to clean up the parks and get outside. That's tomorrow from 9 to noon at Steel Creek Park. That is in Bristol, Tennessee. 4 Little Lane, Bristol, Tennessee. If you've got to get on the map there, a chance to just pick up the park. Trash Bash takes place all morning long. It's rain or shine too. So Mark.
Well,
says
based off what Mark said,
it might be.
yeah, it might not be the shine.
No, it might be more rain. Trash bags, disposable gloves, other materials, they'll all be provided, like snacks will be provided. And you get a little gift for volunteering as they clean up Steel Creek Park, get ready for the influx of patrons coming up this spring and summer. And like everything else, you can check out more information on our website, WJHL, for that.
Yeah. Well, staying in the cleanup arena, we got some other stuff going on over in if you're a little closer to Johnson City than you are to Steel Creek up in Bristol, might want to check out the Boone Lake cleanup. So this is the 26th annual time that they're doing this, and I mean, I don't know about you, Casey. I love Boone Lake. It is one of my most frequented spots, both for fishing, hanging out with friends, just taking our dog over to Wing Deer and letting her swim around there. Boone Lake is absolutely one of the best things offered in our area. So, so 26th annual Boone Lake cleanup. There's going to be a picnic, music, They'll have they'll be taking donations for their trash program, and they've got a full list of trash collection sites. It's all starting at 9 a.m. tomorrow. And the full list, like I said, of where you can pick that up. You can find a link to that on our website, like Casey's been saying, on WJHL.com. But yeah, if you're a fan of Boone Lake like I am, absolutely worth going and spending some time helping keeping it clean.
Just gets me excited to know when the Boone Lake cleanup comes. That means summer's right around the corner.
Oh,
That
yeah.
means they're expecting folks down there at the lake, and you nailed it. When the lake was when they were working on the dam, for 7 years. When they first announced that, you thought, how are we ever going to make it through those 7 years? Now we're what, about 3 or 4 years post dam recovery, and the lake is full again. They've got the concert series that we'll touch on as we get later into the summer, right there on the banks of Boone Lake and the boats. It's just such a centrally located place that offers so much. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it
Right there
really
in the
does.
heart of Johnson City and the Tri-Cities. Got to clean it up first. The folks there do such a great job organizing that, and it all takes place tomorrow beginning at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I think we got time for a quick story. You want to hear funniest thing that might have ever happened to me at Boone Lake on a lunch break?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so it was the middle of summer, and during the summer I like to keep my fishing pole and my tackle box in the car,
Smart.
just if I get normally I'll check in with my wife whenever I'm leaving work, and sometimes I'll call her and she'll be like, oh well, me and so are out actually doing some, so there's no real rush to get home
Mhm.
for any reason. So like, oh yeah, I'll just stop and go fish somewhere. Well, I kind of got into the habit of going because we're pretty close to Wing Deer Park, and there's like I had my lures, and sometimes I'd stop at the Pals on the way, get a little cut up hot dog,
Yes.
use that as some bait. And so I'd just go out, try to fish in the shady areas, get a little quick, like 45 minutes of fishing in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Whatever you can get. Get what
yeah.
you can get.
Well, one day I'm out there, I'm fishing off one of the docks near one of the boat launches, and this couple is coming in on a little John boat, and their motor dies. And I can see it, they can see me, and we're making eye contact. We're like, oh man. And they're just trying to take whatever momentum they've got left, but they
Yeah.
can't. He's just trying to steer. They're like reaching down, like paddling. And then the guy that was operating, he looks up at me and he says, I don't have any rope. And I was like, oh no, this is not good.
So close,
And so
yet so far away.
they're trying to like swing it towards the dock. And I was like, okay, well, this isn't my nice pole. And so, uh, if someone had been like driving up on the bridge and looked down, they'd have seen me with one foot and one hand looped around one of the posts, and
Yeah.
my pole fully extended out over the water for him to grab hold of, and I had to pull him onto the dock
Yeah,
that way.
biggest catch you've ever had
Yeah,
is what
landed the
that
best
was.
one. Yeah,
Landed the big one.
landed the boat.
I'm sure they are grateful for that, and makes for a great story.
Yeah. So then I came back to work and I was a little sweaty and I had to explain why.
See, I thought you were just going fishing, Murray, for a half
I
hour.
was on a rescue mission.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. Yeah, fun times. And those kind of great times going to be had again at Boone Lake starting real soon. Manion work of the day in honor of First Lieutenant Travis Manion, USMC. It is honoring the First Lieutenant Travis Manion, who made the ultimate sacrifice in Iraq in 2007. Great event starts tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at the Duncan Mixed Martial Arts Center. This is in Kingsport, 1133 North Eastman Road. What an incredible way to honor someone who gave everything to our nation. As this event is tomorrow, as I mentioned, at the Duncan Martial Arts Center. And Spartans nationwide are going to compete in this workout of the day. And it will be something else. There's $34 per person for the gym option, 40 per person for the ruck option. It's tomorrow beginning at 8 a.m. So get out, and if you're going to get your workout in, there's not a better way to do it for a better cause. It's at the Duncan Mixed Martial Arts Center on Eastman Road.
Well, and also
Eastman.
all participants will receive a free shirt for the Mannion WOD T-shirt commemorating the event, and the Ruck participants actually get a extra. They get an extra patch as well, so definitely worth going out there to that.
And wear that T-shirt with pride. When you see somebody wearing that T-shirt after tomorrow, you know exactly what great cause they earned that for. Warriors Path State Park Day of Caring is tomorrow as we continue to clean up the region. A volunteer cleanup event is tomorrow from 8 to 3. This one is at Warriors Path State Park.
Real spring cleaning going on this
You know,
weekend.
it's that time. It's that time. Before we go play in the parks, we got to first clean them up. Spring Day of Caring is tomorrow. Daryl's Dream Boundless Playground will be closed tomorrow from 8 to 3. This is an annual event. If you're familiar with the playground, you're familiar with the fact we close it up here in late April. This is the 18th annual Day of Caring, organized by Friends of Warrior Path State Park, and it is turned into a community event. The more the merrier, as we try to get the Warriors Path State Park cleaned up as well. Daryl's Dreamless Playground, Daryl's Dream Boundless Playground remains in good shape. 18 years they've had that playground, and thanks in large part to the volunteers that help clean and take care of it every year. Tell you a little bit about the playgrounds for ages 2 to 5, 5 to 12, Sand Island with interactive activities there. C.S. Lewis themed Braille Trail, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That is a very cool trail
It's
to take
so
your
cool.
kids on.
No doubt. It is just a great, great resource in our area. And tomorrow we're going to shut that down for a few hours on Saturday and get it ready for the summertime. What do we have here? Bucky Splash and Dash. This is not for the faint of heart.
Oh no,
That's
it is
for sure.
not.
This isn't a casual stroll.
Yeah, no. If you the 2 mile stroll.
Yeah, 200
after
yard swim and a 2-mile run. So, but it's
I don't know if I could swim 20 yards.
No, I know for a fact I cannot. It's tomorrow morning at 9. It's at the Bachelor Center for Physical Activity right there on ETSU campus. And it raises money for the triathlon team, I believe, the ETSU triathlon team. So a fitting way to raise some money.
The triathlon team must be made up of the most extraordinary athletes.
Incredible athletes. We've got a drug take back day as we got to kind of zoom through this half hour is going by fast.
Yeah,
as
we
knew it would.
We gotta keep moving. We got so many things going on.
Drug take back day. Johnson City Police, Washington County, Tennessee Sheriff's Office, Bristol, Tennessee Police, from 10 to 2 tomorrow. You can drop off those unwanted prescription pills. You know what the body, they sit there and they stack up and you're done with them, but you still have some left. Get those out of your house. Just get them out of the house. Out of sight, out of mind, and a great way to keep your family and your house safe. Look for the locations of those on our website.
Yeah, happening all over.
And Greenville, Greene County Heritage Days tomorrow. Exchange Place has their 39th annual Spring Garden Fair as we get ready to get outside and plant our gardens. Johnson City Art Struck Festival as well.
This one's a lot of fun
going on. Yeah, it is. The Art Struck Festival right downtown. Johnson City artwork sales, get great deals on real unique art, demonstrations, and activities as well. So you can find that in downtown Johnson City coming up this weekend. And the Old Oak Festival also happening this weekend. That is in Greenville. Car show, live music, food trucks, and vendors tomorrow and Sunday. That's at Tusculum University. The Old Oak Festival passing through Greenville here last couple of days. The signs are everywhere. They take so much pride in this event on Tusculum's campus, and it literally has it all. Both days, 10 to 6 tomorrow, 11 to 5 on Sunday. You name it.
They got car shows. They got live music. Looks like it'll be a really fun time. They got a lot of vendors and food trucks coming out. Should be a great time by all out there. Jim was on the show earlier this week, Jim Wozniak with Tusculum. He seemed real excited about that. So I think that'll be a fun one.
Yeah, they take a lot of pride in that festival, and it's going on all weekend long. The Kingsport Hobby Horse Derby, hobby horse unique sport for riding stick horses. Didn't know that this existed.
No, this was a new one for me too. I was, I could have been a contender
That's
as a kid.
right. I don't know if there's age brackets or not, but 1 to 4 at Allendale Mansion in Kingsport. This is on Sunday. Weather's supposed to be perfect.
Oh yeah, best day to you think people will like put on like the real derby attire, like the big hats, and get some, like
The
some
only way to know is to show up and find out.
you gotta see if the dads are putting the same sort of action on the hobby
On the hobby
horses.
horse up against the rail
Yeah.
at Allendale Mansion. Jumping courses, barrel racing, they've got it all. The Kingsport Parks and Recreation office, the department there putting this on. That's from 1 to 4 on Sunday. So a unique way for that group that enjoys getting together. Hobby horse riding coming up on Sunday. The Sacred Music Celebration is happening at Muncie Church in Johnson City. That's on Sunday at 6 o'clock. And so more great opportunities from some great gospel musicians from all over the region. We'll be there at Muncie Church coming up this weekend.
Hey, we did it.
Yeah, we made it through the end. Just
Yeah.
barely had one eye on the events and one eye on the clock. But it's just going to increase as time goes on. Opportunities inside, opportunities outside. Find all this list and more information. As you can tell, Marie and I just touched the surface. Kind of throw those out there. Every one of these opportunities that we present on Fridays at 3 o'clock on the weekend preview can be found with more information, date, time, location, specifics, all on our website, wjhl.com. As we mentioned, every Friday, Emily Hibbets puts it together, presents it. Murray packages it into this half-hour program. And then myself and typically Sarah, who will be back next week, we just get on and talk about it. And for that, we're forever grateful, Murray.
Oh yeah, it's always a fun time. Let's have ourselves a good weekend.
Let's do it. Gonna get out and get any fishing in?
I sure hope so. I got a bit of a deck project I might have to
Okay.
knock out first, but I'd like to go fishing.
That'll get you up in the morning.
Yeah.
Get that taken care of so you can get out to the lake. That'll do it from us here inside the Digital Center. Join us every Friday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time on WJHL Plus for the weekend preview. We've got the Hawk's Nest on Monday at 3 o'clock. We've got Trackside. Murray, you're back here on Thursdays
Yep.
at 3
Outdoors
o'clock.
Appalachia.
with
Me and
the-
Chris McIntosh.
So this is the place to be at 3 o'clock Eastern as we give you all that is the Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, Appalachian Highlands. That'll do it. We'll see you back here next Friday right here on WJHL Plus.